Welcome back, adrenaline junkies and power addicts, to Chrono Wheels. Let's be honest, when Kawasaki first unleashed the H2 lineup, they didn't just build a motorcycle, they built a performance manifesto. They redefined what we thought was possible. That supercharged scream, that instant, violent surge of power, it became the soundtrack of pure, unadulterated, factory-sanctioned madness. It was a declaration that Kawasaki would forever push the boundaries of physics, tradition, and sanity. But it seems even that monumental achievement wasn't enough for the brilliant, borderline mad engineers from Akashi. They've been watching the hyper-naked segment explode. They've been planning a response that isn't just an upgrade, but a literal apocalypse. They've created something that defies belief. Something that pushes the boundaries of human reaction time and physical endurance. Ladies and gentlemen, lock your helmets, bolt your feet to the pegs, and prepare for pure terror, because you're about to witness the ultimate track weapon, the 2027 Kawasaki Z H2R. This isn't just another hyper-naked. This is a track-only weapon of mass destruction, engineered with one singular purpose: to deliver the most extreme, mind-bending power-to-weight ratio ever conceived on two wheels. Let's start with the soul of this absolute monster, the enhanced, supercharged engine. We're looking at a completely reworked 998cc inline-four supercharged power plant that's been pushed beyond any sensible limit. How extreme are we talking? The numbers will make your head spin, and frankly, they demand a suspension of belief. Over 350 horsepower at the crankshaft. Let me repeat that. 350 horsepower. To put that into perspective, that's roughly the output of a Formula 3 race car or a high-performance sports sedan, all packed into a machine that weighs less than a quarter of what those vehicles do. This isn't power, it's a controlled explosive. The engineering of madness. How did Kawasaki achieve this insane power figure and keep the engine in one piece? The colossal boost, the centrifugal supercharger, has been completely redesigned with larger, more aggressive rotors and is running colossal boost pressure. We're estimating around 30 psi of forced induction. The supercharger unit itself is now fed by ram air ducts that are larger than any production bikes, forcing air directly into the system. The fueling solution: to prevent detonation and ensure adequate fuel delivery, the bike features a redundant, secondary direct injection system working alongside the primary port injection. This complex dual injection strategy ensures precise fuel metering and, critically, uses the fuel to cool the combustion chamber even at these extreme boost levels. Racing internals. This engine required a total internal overhaul. It runs on titanium connecting rods to handle the stress, forged aluminum pistons with specialized cooling galleries beneath the crown, and a crankshaft that's been cryogenically treated for ultimate, repeatable strength and endurance. This engine doesn't just produce power, it is engineered to dominate it. Creating 350 horsepower is an achievement. Controlling it and putting it to the ground defines the challenge. This is where the engineering budget truly went to work. The carbon fiber monocoque revolution. The Z H2R features a full carbon fiber monocoque frame, a design choice ripped straight from the highest levels of racing. This frame is not just lightweight, weighing only about 8 kilograms, but its torsional stiffness numbers exceed anything we've seen in production motorcycles. This phenomenal rigidity is essential to handle the instantaneous, brutal torque load without twisting or flexing under load. Ultimate weight reduction. The swing arm is also full carbon fiber, utilizing Kawasaki's exclusive carbon weaving technology for optimal strength-to-weight ratio. The wheels? Naturally, full carbon fiber, which dramatically reduces rotational mass, improving handling response, braking, and acceleration to an unprecedented degree. Total dry weight, an astonishing 176 kilograms. This gives the Z H2R a power-to-weight ratio that makes leader superbikes look slow. We're talking about numbers that would seriously embarrass dedicated Formula 1 cars. Active aerodynamics, pinned to the pavement. A naked bike at this speed needs active intervention to stay planted. The Z H2R's aerodynamics package is pure track weaponry. You get massive, multi-element carbon fiber winglets that generate genuine aerodynamic downforce, not just for straight-line stability, but for cornering grip. The downforce figure. At 300 kilometers per hour, these wings generate over 60 kilograms of downforce, literally pushing the bike's front end into the track surface. This downforce is the only thing keeping the front wheel somewhat planted under full throttle acceleration in the upper gears. How do you control 350 horsepower on a racetrack with any semblance of sanity? The rider needs a digital brain that operates faster than human thought. The electronics package is the most sophisticated we've ever seen, all managed by a new generation 6-axis IMU with enhanced processing power. Predictive Slide Control, PSC. This is the game changer. The system doesn't just cut power when traction is lost. It anticipates a loss of traction before it happens, subtly managing power and slip angle to maintain a precise, controlled drift. This is what separates professional data-driven performance from simple safety cuts. The suspension wizardry. You get Öhlins NPX Smart Electronic Suspension front and rear. This system runs continuously adjustable compression and rebound damping. Crucially, the system uses GPS track mapping and rider input to achieve predictive capability, anticipating hard braking zones, bumps, and changes in gradient, preparing the damping before you even reach them. The Unleashed mode, the insanity check. The riding modes are extreme, wet, intermediate, dry, and the terrifying Unleashed mode. This mode removes nearly all electronic aids, delivering full, brutal power with minimal intervention. This isn't just a riding mode, it's a high-stakes contract with chaos. Braking and data. The braking system is equally mind-blowing. Dual 340mm carbon ceramic discs up front are gripped by radial-mounted monoblock calipers with titanium pistons. The system features an ultra-fine-tuned cornering ABS Pro with a track-only calibration that allows for incredibly late braking while maintaining essential front-end safety. All of this performance data, lean angle, suspension travel, throttle mapping, is logged by a powerful built-in data logging system for critical post-session analysis. The riding experience. The riding position is brutal and unforgiving. Low clip-ons, high rear-set foot pegs, designed for optimal aerodynamic tuck, not comfort. The power delivery is violent and relentless. When you crack open the throttle, the initial supercharger whine quickly builds into a deafening roar as the boost hits full force. The acceleration is so intense it warps your perception of time. The front wheel spends significantly more time airborne than grounded, often lifting violently in fourth gear. The quick shifter and auto blipper are not luxuries, they are essential survival tools for managing the continuous, monstrous torque curve. Performance numbers projected. 0 to 100 km per hour, 0 to 62 miles per hour, under 2.1 seconds. 0 to 200 km per hour, 0 to 124 miles per hour, around 4.5 seconds. Top speed, electronically limited to 350 km per hour, 217 miles per hour, but theoretically capable of approaching 400 km per hour. The price tag and the reality check. This level of performance, this level of unique engineering, comes at a truly premium cost. We're projecting a price tag of around $85,000 to $95,000 United States dollars, and let us be clear, this is a track-only machine. You buy it for the collection, you buy it for the extreme track day bragging rights, or you buy it to truly taste the absolute limit of modern motorcycle performance. The 2027 Kawasaki Z H2R represents the absolute pinnacle of motorcycle engineering. It is a statement to the world that when engineers are given a blank check and told to build the fastest, most extreme thing imaginable, the result is beautiful, terrifying, and utterly unique. Chrono Wheels community, this is the final, essential question. Is the Z H2R the ultimate justified expression of track-only performance, or has Kawasaki finally crossed the line, creating a machine that is simply too extreme for the current limits of human control? Would you have the courage to select the Unleashed mode on your local track? What other technological feature would be essential for controlling this much power? Drop your wildest, most passionate thoughts in the comments section below. If you believe that there's no such thing as too much power, and that pushing boundaries is what motorcycling is all about, smash that like button, and make sure to subscribe to Chrono Wheels for more mind-blowing revelations about the future of two-wheeled performance.